Suit's reporting all things green. Let's roll.
Engaging hostile.
You brought some extra layers, right? Otherwise, you'll make a fantastic icicle.
Secure.
We got company, I think.
Engage.
Ah, son of a... Ah, ah. Never wise to be in my way.
Time to finish this.
Blood in my eyes. That thing is massive. I assume it's big. It's gotta be big even for a miner, right? All you.
Diversion.
Today's not gonna be your day, pal. Not my day. Wanna mess with me and my friend? Ha!
This is over.
Sure, just keep grabbing everything. What could go wrong? Not used to someone else riding. If you need me to haul some... So long, friend.
It's never dull around. I wouldn't say no to a gift. Let's talk again soon. Poor miners. Just doing the mining thing. With the mining scanner doohickey.
You know, normally I don't like work. I might have what you need. I might have what you need. Hope we can do this again.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Obviously. If you need help, go ask reception.
Last few errors are out of the system. Something else I can help you with? Oh, sorry. No one gets into the secure. All I know is whoever we contracted it out to has it guarded at all times. I'm sure he'd agree with you. Well, I know he's posted here because he got demoted for an Aurora addiction. He just struggles sometimes. He only lightens up when Dr. Oshin is around. I think he has a bit of a... Any other questions? I know there's a doctor and some nurses, along with a handful of volunteers. My best guess is they're running some sort of clinical trials, but it's been a long time running. I haven't seen anyone leave, or they may just be releasing them when I'm not here. My pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else.
Another day, another shift. I don't see you offering anything. Look, if you really need something, talk. Great. You again. Authorized personnel. Oh. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, okay, I get it. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, you got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kyle. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career.
You and me both.
I never should have taken this job. Hey, who let you in here? I don't need to tell you anything. I think you need to leave before I'm... Good. You got 1 minute.
I warned you to leave. You have no business being here.
Hello.
Okay. Hello?
Yes? What?
You, doing the thing? Hell, I got no idea how hackers speak.
I warned you to leave.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. I guess you're smarter than you look.
My shift goes long again. The girl's gonna kill me.
You know I went to chef school. They said exactly.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
I hope we're keeping you busy.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. "100% pure, though. What? Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work."
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas, were there any survivors? Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate kill, especially after massacre. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Typical megacorp bullshit. Focusing on CYA and the bottom line, not even blinking at the people that die along the way.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, and with the... Head up to the exec... I've called him...
It's good to see you again.
Vina and DeMarcus argued about I've been waiting here for ages.
Such a good view of all the little people who usually wants to crush under their corporate heels.
Don't cause any trouble.
Good. You're right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
I told you Imogene was innocent. It just didn't add up.
In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding. Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we... For now...
I see the sense in it.
Good. Keeping Ularu... Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be... Good. Once Ularu... Now... We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral...
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send it.
I hope you're ready. Good. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp. Once you're done, meet me in...
So much work to do.
I've got my eye on it.
Are you sure you're okay?
Don't wander into any restricted area.
They really try hard to not
Double
look
check
evil.
those...
Hey, I'm a tree. Totally can't be doing evil here.
Ah, here's my luck.
Not fooling anyone, pal.
Oh, don't worry. Now, just a few details before we... I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got a... Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're... Now, just like...
Corporations don't control people enough as is.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on, and it's probably why. Just head up the stairs.
Neat trick. With the implications, we should burn the whole place to the ground.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it... I'll take that as a no on the side effects, and that toy you love so much is very powerful.
Yeah, toy? It really was fascinating. It's truly remarkable. When it comes to your... if a subject... That being said...
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and it sounds like you have an assignment to complete.
Our floor's off limits to us people.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuro, we're sending you into... Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly... No, death is too good for our enemies. We prefer to teach them hard lessons. All right. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. As long as you're prepared. Now, depending on your preference, from there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are...
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse.
Nothing a good operative can't... Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Phase...
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and I've created it. Exactly.
Huh. So much for...
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is...
I don't know. Maybe some...
No, we don't want to... In fact, unless they're... Simon Rychek provide... Infinity's... Once that pressure becomes too much, Simon was... I'd highly advise. The only thing you're... Or also, it should help reduce... These suits are typically reserved for the... And that's what we're hoping.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, if he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his... SSNN is used to anonymous tips. It certainly will. So, good luck.
Here's Simon's passcode. Your cover ID card is encoded. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to go. This deal could be huge for my corps.
Do you have the program? With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
This just keeps getting better and better. Wonder if we're ever gonna be on the wrong end of this snake.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Finally. Taking her...
Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the... without that falsehood, I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting. Here's the new slate with the revised...
I gotta admit, I miss the old girl, New Atlantis.
What? Terramorphs. Giant, carapace-encrusted tanks. Hence the new scanning protocols.
I'll watch everyone to take care of any leeches on their... We don't want any terrible storm.
Understood. All right. Let's get at it then.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
You just like top of the class.
Infinity is huge.
Welcome to
Like
Infinity LTD's
staggeringly
corporate
huge.
headquarters.
They need people.
Hello. Did you have an... Ah, yes. From Lumen. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
I could see how you made it.
You know, Constellation's the first place I'm genuine. I'll find some way to occupy myself.
We've got to hit the alarm! Give me some covering fire!
Can't just...
Look around, obviously. You don't need my help.
Someone needs to do something. Someone needs to do something.
Contact lost.
Someone needs to do something.
Suspect found! Show you are! Help!
Glad you're finding your way around.
that?
Do something! Is this really happening? Pay me enough for this.
I'm not taking a bullet, damn it. You won't get away, hear me? I'm out of here.
That's it. I'm quitting. Life insurance package. Get back here. This is hopeless. I'm out.
You know, constantly back in action. I think Cora's taking a share of the wealth, right? Always a pleasure.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
We're close to the
I
action
hate to
here.
break it to you, but his PA
Prime
is the one
position.
who signs
Can
the
I help you?
headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
Well, what's this so-called?
Listen, I might be able to hook you.
All right. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you...
That's all I can do.
Well, you can't... Is there at least a name? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate... Now...
If you got a thirst for, something, Neon can deliver.
Don't cause any trouble.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not... Faye's death may be a pain point, but at least Lucas is still alive to face the incoming A poor excuse. All the tools at your disposal. I hope you at least attempted to use the and yet not use... Still, it's good to know. So now it's just a waiting. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily. Infinity's Quite right. The truth is, we'll be... By incorporating Infinity...
No good deed goes unpunished by the law.
I'm glad we're on the same. Which is why I'd like... There are several who might...
Wow.
Do I need to have your...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Well, it wouldn't be the first time I got kicked out for throwing the truth in someone's face.
If you think I make these decisions lightly, you're... Besides...
Sure, I can agree with the outcome, just not the method of getting it.
With the tech we've given, you'll find most... We'll need at least 50% of the vote. I trust you'll get it done. I've got my eye on you.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. See? Even a mere operative like you can... The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Good. If only if he truly cared about... As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind. An issue? Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it. As long as we have the proper safeguards and rules in place, even if we limit... Dangerous indeed. Perhaps I didn't... The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their duty. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Don't wander into any restricted area.
This meeting should prove to be... I assume Masako briefed you on her That blasted tech. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk. I suppose you're right. My first priority will be to get the ball. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need...
If only there were more hours... Great, the bane of my department. You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box, of course. All right, I could use the entertainment. You're right. Perhaps I... Please. That's a decent argument. It's easy to put a... I've heard enough. If you only had... Don't even get me. First off, if... Second, that tech is one major human rights file. I'll do what...
Finally, someone in this whole company is talking sense.
In an ideal situation... Masako's lucky to... You may be the... This exchange has been surprisingly...
It's good to see you again. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flash. That's great. One step closer to... So... I'd be the next Ray to Carrot. How amazing would... So the next question... That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't... Well, this is certainly... All we can do now...
You're looking... interesting.
Just the person I wanted to... Good. I prefer for... You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? Oh, I didn't mean it. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin... That is a plea more This is true. Getting what few capable... Next question. Expand on that. An excellent point. I appreciate the insight. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. I think we all know how our competition has... This has been rather enlightening.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her? Well, you can let Masako know. We just need to grab Infinity LTD while it's got the public. I'm all about free PR. You know, if any of those ghosts come to haunt... All right. Nice. So let's hear it. Don't I know it? We'll discuss security ramifications. It's short. Well, it's...
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity LTD's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity LTD.
This acquisition is sure to have its financial pitfall. Plus, with their current situation, Infinity
Arguments?
Acquiring Infinity LTD now is not a good look, especially if the public believes Masako was involved.
We should be crushing our competition, not rescuing them from their own flaws. This is a weak decision, Masako, and you know it. In fact, I move that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security. Escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays.
You'll regret this.
I believe the only
All right. Back to business.
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
But I must agree. We can't go through with production on technology like this until certain safeties can be guaranteed.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
We'll start up discussions on how to handle Project Dominion in the future. In the meantime, at least the only person to have one is our own operative. Internal neuroamp research will continue. The dangers have been noted. And don't worry, I'm certain. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order.
So much work to do.
You operatives really will wear anything.
So, Infinity LTD learned a lesson? You've proven yourself to be quite... It's well earned. I truly appreciate. I can imagine it.
Isn't that what every new assistant does? But seriously, taking a look.
I hope that enthusiasm, Imogene's instincts were... Now, as promised, I have... And I'm promoting you to senior operative. It's well deserved. As for the details, I think so...